your nervous system reacts to challenges. We talked about this in earlier episodes. When a threat happens, our sympathetic nervous system gets activated and it prepares us to fight or flight, right? So our heart rate increases, we get mobilized, all our physiology changes, and then we release cortisol, and it has many effects. And we want that to happen because we want to deal with that threat, whatever that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whenever that threat goes away, I expect my body to go back to the safety system to function normally, right? Because the threat is gone already. So let's say I had a conversation with someone at work and they said something and I got really, really upset. I got really offended, right? And I started reacting to it. My physiology changed. And imagine that was just a misunderstanding, that I get that information. The person says, no, like this was that. And I realized, oh, this has nothing to do with being offensive. Now I understand the full picture. There was never a threat in the first place. So I have a mental understanding of, okay, there's no threat. You would expect I go back to the baseline, right? My body should go back to the safety.
Yeah.
For some people, it happens quickly. For some people, it doesn't. The body, physiologically, your nervous system doesn't shift from that fight or flight response, mobilization, back to safety. It takes a long time. So your blood pressure is still up, like you're still mobilized. So it's hard to get back to the feelings of peace and safety. And when we look at what happens there is your heart responding, and the heart is the part of that autonomic system that, you know, is a big part of this response. And the vagus nerve regulating the heart, if it's not really toned well, it doesn't effectively slow down the heart rate to go back to the safety when your heart rate has increased, right? So your brakes are not working effectively. And if it's not working effectively, physiologically, you cannot go back to that state. You're not bouncing back physiologically. And if that nerve is strong, then it puts the brake very effectively, very easily, you bounce back from it.
Right.
And it has a psychological expression as well, because our psychological states and mental states depend on our physiological state first. We cannot have certain psychological states in that fight or flight state. So physiology needs to shift for us to be able to experience those psychological effects as well.